Hey, Shalom, Akim. Yabashim Yashar Brakatham, Bashim Karkwadash. Brakati Hal, Brakti Al Shah, Brakti Hal, Brakti Al Shah for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And I will give double honors to the Apostle Elders, which are the Apostle Elders, a great millstone, to you hopefully elect on the four corners of the planet Earth. Keep fighting, keep maintaining, keep pushing for that goal, that end mark, which is salvation, which is coming to the hopeful elect. This right here to show you, I try to go on my computer and live stream. Esau fucking with shit, man. So, you know, this is the same title as you brothers see up here, How Ye Merchants, and won't let me go live. So, I mean, Esau out here working the truth. The door is closing more and more every day. So, the main part of this video, why I put it, the lesson of it, How Ye Merchants, is the stock market crash that happened yesterday. And it's saying that it's a sign of a recession to come, which that's the time of what? You want a time of Jacob's trouble, different things that take place in a recession, because Esau, it's easier for Esau to change and push his agenda when there's blood in the streets. When there's chaos and confusion, it's easier to pass and do things that he wants to do low key. So that's why he creates ordo ab chaos, okay? Order out of chaos. Once that chaos is established, then he can push forth his order, okay? But he has to have the chaos first so people will accept his order that he's pushing, all right? So I'll play a little bit of this video, and then Lord Abaratas, we're going to jump into the scriptures and edify through the Spirit. Here we go. Hold on. There we go.
Indicator that has historically predicted oncoming recessions, a measure that flashed a red warning light for the first time since 2005. I want to go right to CNN's Christina Leshy at the New York Stock Exchange. And Christina, how bad was the damage today?
It was a bloodbath. We're down 800 points, a pretty dramatic slide, even in the final minutes of the closing bell, Jake. This is investors sending a very clear signal to President Trump that they do not like his ill-planned and so far fruitless trade war, and they are fleeing these risky assets, fleeing stocks, looking for cover in other parts of the market, like the bond market, and that is what's causing the phenomenon that you just described, which is the inverted yield curve. And what that essentially means is that it costs more for a borrower to borrow over a shorter amount.
Hi there, I'm Jeff Bishop. I'm the co-founder of RagingBull.com. I'm one of the top real money options traders in the entire world. I want to share with you today something that I was told many years ago, and that is, if you want to be in the top 1%, you cannot do what the 99% are doing every single day. If you want to get rich, you need to make new.
Man, fuck this. Let me speak frank, man. This money is corrupt, man. Okay? This money is corrupt, man. Hold on. Let me see it. Let me see it. Gold is this Esau system is done, man. All right, this place is done. There is no getting this back. Here we go. This is James 5:3. And it says, hopefully this is in King James. Lord willing, no. Let me see if I can't find it. Let's go down to the King James Version. Man, let me just go to Blue Letter. Salakia, Akim. Esau's gold, his silver is nothing. There's no worth in it, man. So that's why you shouldn't be investing. And it's funny how you'll watch a stock market video, but then they'll have a commercial come on. Salakia, Akim. Slakia, I'm back. Let's go to James 5 and verse 3. All right. All right, this is James 5 and verse 3. You know, bear with me that I'm on the phone, but this is James 5 and 3. It says your gold and silver is cankered. All right. And Esau's so-called money that he uses these days are just it's not even money these days. But the things that they do save is what? The word there is katio, which means to rust over, cover with rust. Okay? It's weak. This whole money system is weak and is broken, and it needs because it's a false balance. That's why it says a false balance is an abomination, because they're not really trading in money. They're trading in pretend money. Okay? But it's affecting a whole society. And then we're going to some scriptures here in a minute that back the point up. You have to have true balances and true weights to have a successful environment, or you're going to have situations like this with the credit boom or the credit bust, the different things that's taking place. And the word there, the root word is kata. All right. The root word is kata. Salakia. The root word is kata, and it means down, from, throughout, according to, towards, along. Okay, that doesn't really go into too much, but let's go back to the verse. And it says, it's rusted. Your gold, your silver is rusted. And it says, and the rust of them shall be a witness. So the broken down of the money system, this right here is to show you the rust of it is showing itself to show what? That this society, this system can't go on as is. All right. Even if the investors are so-called trying to send a message, but the real message is coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushai to show that what? That this system is faulty, man. All right. Through the so-called tariffs and taxes and different way that it's set up for corruption. So it's only going to breed corruption. You can't bring a good thing out of a wicked thing. So this system is set up to be wicked. So how are you going to bring a righteous thing out of a wicked system? All right. This system was built upon, the whole stock market goes back to slavery. The stocks, man, because the same where they're selling stocks is where they used to sell slaves. And we know through the spirit and through the information that we found out that the social security numbers are traded on the stock market. OK, so they trading in souls of men. All right. That's why they give you that number, and your numbers, you have preferred stock and common stock. All right. If you Akim, take a look, go research that and read up on it, man. All right. But the main point is right here to show you that this is a witness against Esau. His gold and his silver that is rusted and cankered and weakened. This is going to be a witness against this man. That what? That his society is built upon what? Lies and it's a straw house. Okay, it's a paper mache house. It's not built to last. It's built just for looks. When you build a sandcastle, you can't move in there. A sandcastle is only good on the outside because it's a facade. It's something that makes it look good on the inside, but there's no use for it on the inside, okay? So let's go back to the scripture. And it says, your silver and it says your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. It says, ye have heaped treasures together for the last days, but they reap treasures. So where what? It's coming for us. The Lord has set them up to gather the world's riches so we can inherit it. So we don't have to run around the planet Earth and go to Asia to collect the funds, or go get gold over here, stones. Esau's done the hard work. He's done the footwork for us. That's why he's gathered all this for what? It says, behold, verse 4, behold, the hire of the laborer who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped have entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Okay, Lord of hosts, Lord of armies. Okay, The Lord is the Lord of armies, man, and he's coming with his armies to retrieve his elect and to punish the inhabitants of the planet Earth that think it's a game, man. All right, so now let's get into some of these precepts, some real good precepts, man, that hit the point. Let's go. Let's see here. The first we're gonna jump to Sirach 27 and verse 2. This is Sirach 27 and 2. Let me see here. This is Sirach 27 and verse 2. Make sure this is, oh, that's that Geneva. King James Version. All right, we found us a good site. Hey, Brakati How Brakati How Shy. And it says, oh, man. Oh, you know that's Satan. Here we go. We're going to bypass this. Bear with me, Akim. Let's go to Sirach. Say. Let's see here. This is Sirach 27 and verse 2. And it says, I started 1. It says, many have sinned for a small matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eye away. And Esau seek, that's why it says the love of money is the root of all evil. Once you seek that money and you seek that wealth and that riches on a level that Esau's reaching for, you lose your way. This is verse 2. Check this out. This goes right in hand with the stock market. It says, as a nail sticketh fast between the joints of the stones, so doth sin stick close between buying and selling. See that? It says, as a nail sticketh fast between the joints of the stones. What is they talking about? Because once you put a nail between joints of a stone, that means what? That you fasten that in there. It says, so doth sin, wickedness, stick close between buying and selling. And what is the stock market? Okay, the stock market deals with trade, deals with buying and selling. So so that's what this is speaking about. It's going into the stock market, and now buying and selling, there's going to be wickedness. And you're seeing it now, because at the end of the day, this is false balances anyway. But you're seeing the cause of that false balance is being propped up, because when everybody doesn't want to prop it up, it falls. When everybody's not in league with the lie falls, okay? So now let's go back to the scripture. And it says, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. That's why Esau's house is getting ready to be overthrown, because of the wickedness that he's committed on the planet Earth, man. Okay? Point blank. That's what's getting ready to take place, because Esau, it's time for his judgment. This is Sirach 26 and verse 29. And it says, I start at verse 27. It says, 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, a man of understanding that are not set by, and the apostles and elders of the men of understanding. Okay, they're the ones that have been given the light to give the truth unto the hopeful elect. And it says, and one that returneth from righteousness to the sin, and the Lord prepareth such as one for the sword. A merchant shall hardly keep himself from doing wrong. And what's the merchants? Right here. That's why the title of the video says, How Ye Merchants. So the stock market is where the merchants, the modern day merchants, are at, and they're located. So it's saying the merchant, what? It says, a merchant shall hardly keep himself from doing wrong, and a huckster shall not be freed from sin. Okay? And what should you know about a huckster? Okay? Let's look up the word huckster. See if we can't. The word there for huckster. Huckster, a person who sells small items either door to door or for a small store, for a stall or small store, promote or sell. So a modern day huckster is what you call these merchants, okay? Especially the ones that are in Wall Street, because you have some that sell what? Big items, small items. They do in small trade, big trade, okay? And it says, and a huckster shall not be freed from sin. So this buying and selling, you have a lot of sin that goes on in that, man. All right? Point blank, you got a lot of sin that goes on in that buying and selling. This is Baruch 3. Let's go to Baruch 3. This is the book of Baruch 3 in let's start at 23. Baruch 3 and 23, and it says, 3 and 23, it says, an agonists that sneak, it says, an Aranes that seek wisdom upon the earth, the merchants of Miriam and Teman, authors of fables. See, that's why it says there's wisdom no more in Teman. It says authors and fables and searchers out of understanding. None of those have known the way of wisdom or remembered her path. See, because the Most High has blinded Esau to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding you need to run a successful kingdom. Okay? It's all in the playbook, man. If the Lord gives you the playbook, your kingdom will be blessed. You'll know how. That's why he gave Israel the understanding of how to run a kingdom, about the 10%, leaving the gleaning grapes for the poor. So the Most High set up a way for us to run the kingdom to be not like these other nations, to be holy people set apart by the way that we run and we conducted ourselves. And it says, this is Zephaniah 1 and verse 11. And it says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchants people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass, and in that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled upon their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. So the merchants need a howl, but Israel that trust in this merchant society of false balances and false regulations, you're going to be caught up, man. So this is more proof, because where the merchants at in this modern day is America. That's what you see in the modern day merchants are in America today, okay? So I just wanted to go through this. Lord willing, this is edifying. It went a little longer. I just wanted to hit the points, hit the main point of the lesson, which is how ye merchants, man. This stock market crash is just the Most High just digging on Esau, man, because the curses are falling upon him. So with that, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahushai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahushai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Shalom, Akim.